The federal response to the Ohio train derailment has been an absolute disgrace from the start. Mayor Pete, our intrepid transportation secretary, has gone through the 3 stages of McKinsey-style coping. First, he treated it as kind of a joke, even making a balloon reference. Then he treated it as an inconvenience, noting how busy his time is as transportation head. And finally, he claimed it was really just a minimal disruption since there are 1,000 derailments every year. Well, second, there's FEMA. They just turned down a request for federal disaster assistance from Ohio Governor Mike DeWine. How long until we get this era's version of heck of a job, Brownie? And finally, there's the EPA administrator, Michael Regan. He finally graced the suffering people of East Palestine with his presence yesterday, and given his back and forth with Bill Hemmer this morning, don't think the residents there are feeling very comforted.
I'm thankful for the emergency responders, including my EPA staff that were on the ground hours after the trail derailment. When you bring in a senior official, especially at the cabinet level, you divert or pull away resources from the emergency response. We've been there since day one. I want to stress, we've been there since day one.
Okay, that was bad. I should have watched the whole thing. But surely we could reliably, get someone to inform the people of East Palestine about whether the water coming from their faucets was okay to drink, right?
Is the water safe?
I trust Governor DeWine. If your water has been tested by the state, we believe it is safe to drink.
Are you saying it's safe, or do you know?
The drinking water is safe for those homes that have been tested, and the data proves that those homes are safe. Continue to drink bottled water until you get that approval or that green light from the state.
Okay, this is just ridiculous. Joining me now, Florida Congressman Byron Donalds, member of the House Oversight Committee. Boy, do we need oversight here, Congressman. Will there be an inquiry into this federal response? This FEMA administrator is in way over his head. Clearly, he's uncomfortable with these questions. And, they used to always take the COVID shots, remember, to convince people that the mRNA shot was safe. But I don't see him drinking the water.
Look, first thing I'll tell you is I think there is going to be congressional oversight, because watching this tragedy unfold over East Palestine and not even the lack of response, but the ineptitude of the response demonstrates that Congress needs to figure out exactly what's going on. Listen, everybody knows about what happened in my district back during Hurricane Ian. And obviously you saw everybody show up and try to give their helping hand. But what's happened in Ohio has been a disaster. Where is EPA? Where is FEMA? Where's the White House? They're barely even acknowledging this thing. And let's not even start with Pete Buttigieg. That man needs to go. He's proven that he is inept in his job.
Well, should we trust the government? Because the EPA administrator said people just, have to calm down. I understand why you're upset, but trust the government. Have they been given people reason to trust them?
No, they have not. And in these scenarios, nobody wants to hear trust. They want to verify that actions are being taken. How do you do that? You do that with local officials, state officials, and federal officials all working in coordination. Everybody's got to forget their politics, tie the hands, and get the job done. You've not seen this in the response that's happened so far. And so for them to show up late to the game saying that, we're finally going to send health official from HHS, the EPA administrator is, on a Zoom link. He's not there on the ground seeing firsthand what his staff is doing and making sure they're working in concert with the state of Ohio. That's a terrible response, something that can't be tolerated.
Congressman, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much tonight.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.